Welcome back to the wonderful Aurora 4X. So, new engine tech. Let me show you what I have done. I have produced a new engine. Let's go to wide view. We jump to the 52, which we're not going to build just yet. But anyway, I'll let you know what's going on. Include prototype. So I've prototyped a number of engines. Hold on, let's just get rid of that one because that's magnetic fusion is the old one. Internal fusion, so that will obsolete component. There we go. So I've produced 3 engines. No, that's still, so that's an obsolete. 2 engines so far, a 1000 EP and a 2000 EP. These are 2 new military engines. One's 1250 tons and one's 2500 tons. So the area defense has now got a engine which is much smaller. Oh yeah, I don't want to lock it. I want to click on there. So this was 2500 tons. The new one is now taking the 1000 EP engine, which is 5000 tons. Nope. The 1000 EP engine, which is 1250 tons. So half the size engine for twice the power. Okay, so there is a problem with that. It's obviously uses a lot more fuel. Now I think we're doing all right for fuel. I've got lots of fuel harvesters around, loads of fuel. So we're going to bring out this range of military vehicles that has got fuel as a not a problem, which means we're probably going to have to build some more tankers. So what I've done is I've built this. It is a 5,600 ton vessel, so it's slightly smaller than the other one. It goes 8,900 kilometers per second opposed to the 4,000, so it is significantly faster. Range of the new one is 19.6 billion as opposed to 19.1 billion, but this one did use 20,000 litres of fuel, and this one uses 500,000 litres of fuel. That's a lot of fuel. A lot of fuel. Everything else is pretty much the same. I think I might have updated the armor a little bit. Yes, I've gone from 6 to 10 armor. Deployment time is still 24 months on these. Maintenance life there, and the failure rate has gone from 4% to 3.5%, and we've got 2.25 year maintenance life as opposed to 2.38 years, so about the same there. But loads more fuel. Loads more fuel. This could be a mistake using so much fuel, but it's doubling the speed of these vehicles. They're not. I don't think the design is quite locked in yet because I am developing some new tech, and I wouldn't mind improving the sensors on these, which might make it slightly smaller, which might make it slightly more efficient, which means I might be able to take some of the fuel out of it. So we're not 100% set in. I've called it the Area Defense 52 at the moment. That might become the Area Defense 53 by the time we lock in this design. But in either way, because we changed the engine, it's a completely different ship. So it's not the 46 Mark 5, it is the 52 or maybe the 53. So yeah, that is our area defense ship, still with the 20 box launchers. Next one we'll look at is the destroyer. So we've gone from a 33,752 ton ship to a 27,000. Right, we've gone from 2 1,700 EP engines to 2,000 EP engines. So we have increased the engine power available to us, but we've also increased the fuel usage from 300,000 to 1.8 million litres of fuel. Can still do the 20,000, 19 before, 20,000 now. Jump drive, we put in a smaller jump drive because to reflect the size of the ship has gone down. and we've removed the squadron jump from these jump drives. I believe we have anyway. So where is our M jump drive 52 is the one there. Squadron size 3, when before we had squadron size 5. We don't need that. We will jump and end up wherever we end up. I believe that's worked out. If you do a squadron jump, they stay together. That's why a squadron. At this time, we do not need to worry about squadron jumping. So that's made our jump drive gone down from a 5,100 ton to a 3,500 ton device. So that's that one. We've also gone uprated our. These are the uprated from the Destroyer 51, but this is the Mark III. So yes, it's got the same turret. Oh no, we have upgraded the turret apparently. Can't remember why we upgraded the turret. There's a good reason. I think it was just made it slightly smaller. Let's have a look. Gauze. Here we go. So we had some sort of tech. Can't remember what it was. That made it slightly smaller. I think it was the turret gearing. Made it very slightly smaller. Not enough to worry about in terms of a new variant for that. But while we're doing a new one, we'll put the new one in. What else did we do to this one? So again, the fuel's been increased. We've got everything else that we wanted on this one. Armor is now 15. What would we before? So we've maintained the 15 armor. Probably do increasing that, but the speed has only gone from 5,000 to 7,300. Now the reason why I don't want to add more armor or add more weight to this is because this ship here has now gone to an 8,900, and if this is going to be in the fleet, that's a 7,000. So it will limit the speed of our area defense. So these guys protect the fleet, so they are required to be with them whenever we're up against any kind of missile response. But again, I want to upgrade the sensors. The sensors, they might be 51, but they were probably 5 or 10 years old tech because we haven't updated it in a while. We just renamed it, effectively remade it, so we knew where the tech come from. Thermal sensors need an update as well, and I think EM sensors were just included with the active sensors. So that's the destroyer, and then we've got the cruiser. There's the cruiser. So the cruiser, we have gone trying to work out what we've done here. Why have we got these? We've got an active sensor there. What does he do? He is looking for range versus, so it's resolution 1. You're looking for missiles, aren't you? Why would I have that? I think we can remove that one, because all you've got is the Sea-Whiz for your defense. Does that mean the destroyer needs... You've got something looking for the big ships, but you can't see... Actually, you need another active sensor. I think we caught that one in time. So yeah, you don't need this active sensor looking for missiles, so we'll dump that one off. Your missile fire control looking for 5,000 ton objects. That's fine. You got the Sea-Whiz. So we upgraded the Sea-Whiz as well. 8 shots every 5 seconds. What's that one? 8 shots every 5 seconds. Yep. But this one is very slightly smaller because of the gearing, I believe. Yep. Yep, a bit smaller. It's got 10 of those on the 4 of these now. Added one from the previous, so we got 4 of these. So anything that gets past the destroyers will hopefully get caught by these guys, 4 of these, so they've got a bit more about them. 10,000 ton now instead of the 12,000, and going 9,800. That is a fast ship. Also going from 120,000 litres to 650,000 litres of fuel. We're going to have to keep an eye on our fuel, because this might actually cause us problems. If we have a big fleet, we probably need some more fuel tankers. So that's part of the next design that we'll get out soon. So I think this is possibly none of these are the 3 military ships, and I don't think any of them are ready for construction yet or retooling for yet. I want to get our current fleet up to the latest current versions, because we are looking at, if we do by date, sort by date, we are now June of 52. So construction rate will be better. That's not important to us. Refueling system will be better. That's not important to us. Maintenance support, that will not be better. So a year's time, we might get a cloak, and a year and a half. So, December of 54. That's a long way out, isn't it? December of 54. That is a long way out. Tech's now getting fairly heavy. So December of 54, May of 55. Of course, that's using Sean, who's only got a 10% bonus, and this is using Lily, who has got a 25% bonus, but he can use 25 labs and is getting all of them, and she can use 15 labs and is getting all of them. And then we've got Ethan here, who has only a 10% but can use 20 labs and is not quite getting all of them, but that improves the gravitation sensors, and that won't be done till 57. Our sensors are a lot further out than I first initially thought, but that is what it is. It is going to take a while to research those things, so maybe those ships will be done. Shipyards, we've currently got the destroyer being at Mark 3, and that is making ships currently at the 51 mark, which will go straight back in again to get them back up to the Mark 3 variant, which will not include the new engines. Then we've got the missile attacks. I think you are being built. I think you are, yeah, 76%. Again, they'll go straight back in again to be upgraded. And then we got the a bunch of area defenses being made up to the latest versions currently, but I don't think they will be able to be upgraded to the new versions that we've just been talking about. The colonist ship, to try and get places like Groombridge sorted out, are being made as quickly as possible, but these will be able to be upgraded as well, because we are going to design a new engine. Engine, and we're going to go the latest version. I'll come back to you on that. Fuel capacity, yep. Hull size, big as possible. 5,000 ton engine, and we're going to make it the most powerful commercial one that we can, which I think it needs to be a 50%. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. A commercial, and I'm going to get rid of the commercial, just put com, internal fusion, an EP of 1,250. We can get rid of there, and we'll put year 52 on this, and we will prototype that, and then we will go to the ship class design, and we will refresh tech. And let's go through our ships. So the cargo ship, cargo 43, we are going to make a copy of that one. And first thing we're going to do is 36,424 tons. We're going to update the armor. That's not going to make much difference because there is only one layer of armor. It only goes 2,700 meters per second, which is pretty slow. Everything else is good because we haven't upgraded this. Yep, that needs to be upgraded. And we've got 2000 EP of of engine capacity, so we get rid of those two and put in those two, and that will give you the same size ship. And instead of going the 2700, you're now going to go the 3400. It's not a massive step up, is it? Range has gone from 17 billion to 17, so that's exactly the same, so that is fine. It's just a little bit more powerful, but will give you same range, but will be a little bit more faster. It's quite a significant increase, really. 2.7 to 3.4. It's a good chunk forward percentage wise, but it's not going to blow anything out of the water, but it will get there much faster and will make a difference. So that one there is now going to be renamed again because you changed the engine. It will 52. It will quite significantly make the build different in the build time, which is what I'm worried about some of these other ships. Build time 0.54, 0.66 is creeping up. The area defense supposed to be the quick, easy ship, not disposable but quick to build. 0.8 to 1.3. Oh, I think we're gonna have to build some of these engines. I think, and then the cruiser is going from 1.45 to 1.77, and the destroyer is going from 1.69 to 1.95. Nearly 2 years to build a destroyer. We need to build some of these new military engines. Anyway, there's the cargo ship updated, so we will get onto that. Fuel harvester, no. Jump station, no. Luxury liner, the 50 colonist. We will copy class, and we will rename this class, and we will rename it colonist transport 52. So this again isn't a massive step up. So you're getting rid of a 500 commercial drive. Oh, it's only the 250. That's interesting. Only goes 1,500 and a build time 1.9. So we'll get rid of that and just give it a faster engine. 18,700. Will that fit our shipyards that are using to build it? Colonists, yes it will, so there's no reason why not. 3,000, that will go now, as opposed to before it went 1,500 and before that 900. So yeah, we will obsolete the Edinburgh for sure. Yeah, so the colonist, let's update the armor. Fractionally better, and then the sensors will get updated. When they get updated, there's nothing actually better to go into there, so we may as well keep the one we've got. So yeah, that's the colonist transport. It's not much better. Well, it's twice the speed actually, twice the speed, but it's also significantly bigger, 16 to 18,000 tons. Range, I could do better range now as well, so that's good. Same fuel, better range, good. Right, orbital miner 45. I don't think I need to do anything with the orbital miner. I think it gets there when it gets there. It's only got a small engine, but it's a big old ship as it is. Shall we do one anyway, but not build it? Okay, let's do it. Copy class, rename class, orbital miner 52. Update the armor, get rid of the old drive, put on the new drive. It's significantly faster with a better range. I mean, all in all, it's a better ship. But it is bigger because we've had a small engine in it. 31,000 tons. What is our orbital miner? 32,500. It'll do. It'll just fit. So yeah, there we go. The salvage is doing fine. The scout we definitely want to update, but how much of this do we want to update with an improved sensor system? Again, we can copy it and rename it. And we'll call this one the 52. And we'll get rid of the drive magnetoplasma. So it's quite an old drive, isn't it? The magnetoplasma drive was quite a while ago. It is an EP. It's a military engine. And your range was 39 billion. So if we give you just that one, then range is now 6.3. I wonder whether we drop in a. I know we'd have to change the jump drive if we drop in a commercial engine. 7,000 as opposed to 3.5. Let's just drop it in and see what happens. So it is much faster. It's significantly bigger, and its range is vastly improved. But I think because of the jump drive, we need to stick in the military engine. And then we need to add a bunch of fuel, so what will be 7,000 tons when we were 8,000. So we can add in a bunch of fuel to this one. Again, we are throwing fuel at this variant of engine to get the performance. Right, how much range did we have before? We had nearly 40,000. We need to add more. Lots more. See, that gives us to 5,000 speed, which is not significant. I wonder whether we drop the amount of fuel. 1.6. Well, let's just go down to, I don't know, let's see what happens if we get down to 1 million litres of fuel. 27 billion. Is that enough? I mean, with the fuel stations that we got, I like to think it probably is. Maintenance life, yep, that's all good. The IRF is slightly better, which is the failure rate. AFR, don't know what that means. Not sure what all these means, but I think that's a percentage, how often it goes wrong, basically. Or update the armor, because you have got 7 armor ratings, so this will make a bit of a difference. Not a lot, but a little bit. You got intelligence module, you got the combat information, you got a bridge. You've got no other form of defense at all as well. Bunch of sensors, 20 fuels to give you 1 million litres of fuel. Yeah, I think that is possibly where we will leave that one. It's smaller, its build time is 1.5 years. Everything's gone up. But it's twice the speed. So it's got a chance of outrunning some stuff now. When it didn't have before. What was that range? So you're actually looking for missiles basically with the active search sensor. Can only do 30. I mean, you're not. I think you need a bigger active sensor than that. Let's add one of those as well. I mean, I might as well get rid of that one while we're at it. There we go. That gives you the opportunity to see missiles, and it gives you the opportunity to see stuff much further away as well. and this gives you chances to see maybe their colonies and things like that. So I think that is the new how big is that? 150 tons. Okay, that's our chance of our better scout thing. Again, I'm worried about the amount of fuel. The range is 39 to 29. We're losing 10 billion kilometers of range, but we do have a network of fuel hubs where we can grab some extra fuel from. Survey 47, I'm pretty happy with these survey ships. They weren't done that long ago. As again, 47 have got the commercial drive in them, the small one. Yeah. 2,500 tons. If I put in this commercial new one, it's much bigger, and the range will be slightly changed due to the fact that we'd have lots of or less efficiency. So we'll leave that one for now. The tanker, the Aberdeen, hasn't been updated since the ion drive. That's a while ago. That is. Have we updated the fuel system? We're working on the fuel system, aren't we? What's it called? Refueling. So looking after our refueling system. Yeah, we've got the 50,000. Well, let's make a copy of the Aberdeen. And we will rename the class Tanker 52. Update the armor, and we will remove the drive and give you a new drive. What's that done to your range? You've gone 2,875 down to wow. Yeah, you've significantly lowered your range because you're going to use a lot more engine there, aren't you? Yes, but I also need to increase the amount of fuel you've got because you are going to have to be taking a lot more fuel around. Because if you're taking 500,000 litres, some of these ships are 1,000,000 litres each. So you're going to need to have, I don't know, a whole ton more. Something like that. 3.5 million litres. Does that seem sensible? Should we say 4 million litres? 6,000, so you're going much faster. You've gone more than double your speed. Your range is fine because you've got loads of fuel. Where do we put in the minimum fuel here? Minimum fuel, I'm going to say 50,000 now because you need fuel to get around. And we might have to change that if we have to, but that I think 50,000 is probably sensible to get this ship where it needs to go. Do you think so, or do you think it needs more than that? So we say 100,000. We'll say 100. There we go. 100,000 minimum fuel against 4 million. I think that's fine. Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. It's under 10,000. I wouldn't mind adding some. Just change it to. No, that changes to military. Okay, I need to develop or unobsolete. Okay, we've got 5 of them. Yeah, that's not what I meant anyway. Thermal. Put the civilian one on, and active. Show me the active. go, so that we have a chance of seeing some of the um, bad guys before they see us. Maybe fractionally before. Right, that looks good to me. Terraformer, I don't think I'm going to update. And the troop transport, I don't think we're going to update either. So there we go. That is the commercial ships. So the engine update throughout the fleet. Again, I don't think we're going to start retooling for these military ships yet. The cargo ships, as better as they are, we're not going to retool for those either. The colony ship is probably the luxury liner ship, not the colony ship, is possibly one that I'm actually thinking about retooling for. I mean, it's much faster, slightly bigger. Should I be adding cargo? It's not crew quarters, is it? It's cryogenic. See if I can find it. It is cryogenic. Why am I not? Is it under colonist transport? There we go. Conventional emergency small. There we go. Right. If I added one of those, it makes it a 21,000 ton, and now it's down to 3,000. But you're doubling the amount of people you're taking, and you're still much faster. You're still twice the speed. Range is still acceptable. Yeah, and you're doubling the amount that you're actually taking. But that makes you a 21,000. Check the shipyard. Yep, you can fit in both. And this one I think I'm going to stop building at and just build it at this one. So yeah, let's retool that one. Oh, we need to build the stuff first. So this one I am happy to build. So let's go with the research that. As I say, I do want these other cruisers. I need to update the name of that one, don't I? Rename class. This is going to be the missile attack 52. Again, may not get built as the 52. Might have another upgrade before then. Although the tech is a ways, but we are trying to build out what we got. So this one will. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure we can't build. No. Let's retool for the. Oh, we can't because we've got to research it first. Close that. Open that. Power and propulsion. We've gone with the commercial drive. We'll instant that 1,200. Still got 100,000 of instant research points available. Close that. Reopen that. Make sure that the 52 colonist is good. It looks like it is good. Shipyard. Colonist. Retool for the 52 colonist. That'll be done in August. Go. So that's good. That's retooling for them. As I say, these other versions are going to be just far too far away. Let me just check the destroyer. 51 hat. What has it got? Turret. It's got the 51 turret. You've got the 52 turret. I don't think it's enough of an upgrade to want to retool from our previous version of the Mark II. I don't think the Mark III is ever going to have any built. I don't think the turret is only a little bit smaller. It's not going to make any difference. There's no other defensive improvement. It's funny how that number there has changed. Oh, that's amount of compressed armor because it's a different size ship. Yep. Okay. Less armor required. The tankers, we probably need to think about what we're going to build. The tankers. What size are the tankers? The new tankers. The tanker 52. 10,000. Maybe you're going to be retooled to the new tanker. And I think we have to have the new tankers in place prior to the new military ships coming out, because they're not going to go very far without a tanker to escort them. Yep, retool. It won't take long because tanker 52, November 52. Yeah, it won't take long. Let's retool that one. So we've got 5 ships making bigger colonist ships. That's great. We now got the tanker being built in here, and we're going to build a swathe of them. So that's going to be good. Fuel harvesters at the moment, I think we're going to do okay for the fuel harvesters. And the destroyer, the dropship, and the survey ships. The scout is the only other one that I'm considering building. Let's check the fuel situation. You've got 428 million litres of fuel on Earth. Alpha Centauri has got 9 million litres. Groombridge Moon 3's got none, but Groombridge 2 has got 24 million. And we'll just check our tanker operations. So Epsilon is full, just topping up the last one. Groombridge is not full, but it does get regularly sorted out. This is the Aberdeen. He's on his way back to... Oh, he's actually on his way back to... He's going too fast, I think. Yeah. Groombridge is effectively empty, and he is running back and forth on empty. So remove last. Let's see if I can work out to do this. Fuel Groombridge station. Refuel from old tankers. From owned tankers. Detached tankers, no. Thought there was a way to say until full or something like that. Minimum available, is that it? Let's do that and see what happens. 300,000, and then do that. I'll keep an eye out to see what happens. Sol fuel fleet is you're 100%, but you're not. Sol fuel tanker, and where are you heading? You're heading for the fleet to fill up, so you should be able to fill up because they have got 2 of them at 100%. So hopefully it empties all these and then starts emptying them. But I don't know. And then you got Tau Seppi, bunch of fuels. They're currently mostly empty. Remind me about these things. They've got 1 million litres each. So that's not a bad number for there. And then Wolf, again, they are... I don't think you're offloading to a station, which would be nice if you could. We do have regular visits here at the moment. Not sure how long that's going to last for. But let's have a look at Wolf. Have you got any kind of refueling capabilities? No, you don't. You see, that's why we are still currently doing that. But we need workers out there. We can't add more stuff to you. You're barely creaking under what you've got. I don't think you've got any industry. Nope. So what are you using your people for? Terraform is nearly 1 million people in terraforming, and you're just trying to add oxygen and not a lot of it. You are adding it incredibly slowly, and it isn't, considering you're using 1 million people, but only at 63% because you haven't got enough people. Maintenance workers, you can maintain 11,987. Who's at Wolf at the moment? Because it doesn't look like you've got shipping tonnage maintained. Yeah, capacity. Yeah, so you're good. You're good. So yeah, you just need more people. You can take more people, can't you? Supported. Current infrastructure supported 6.9 minutes. Yeah, more people. More people required here, and that's why we're building so many colonist ships. Wealth is getting bad again. That's no good. But we are building, I think it's here, we're building financial centres, and hopefully these financial centres are starting, is that per, that's for everyone. The financial centres are beginning to pick up the money that we need, but we need to continually work on that. We keep going down because we are building one of our big shipbuilding, 3 million. Installation construction is costing us the most, and what we're building, ton of automated mines, construction factories. I think we have to turn down the automated mines down to 50%. Modify that because it's costing us 240 at a time. Low gravity infrastructure, that can stop now. Deep space tracking facilities, we probably need to move some of those around. Research facilities, always a good idea. Mass drivers, so we've got 17% to build ourselves some components, which are gonna be some of these. Build me, I don't know, 20 of these, and you can use 10%. And then build me, I haven't done the other ones, have I? I haven't. Research, are we going to use those engines? I think we are. So give me the ship, the destroyer. We are going to research that one, and give me the smaller one as well. I think then the research, power and propulsion, these two again, we're going to instant them, and then the industry, will that appear in here? Probably need to refresh components, and we've got to find the engine now. What was it called? These ones here. So we have 4% making us, let's have 20 of each, and then 3% making them. Stockpile, we've still got some of these engines left which we don't need. Magneto plasma drive EP600, yeah. Troop transport bay, might need it one time. I think we're going to be putting some of those into some of the ships, so we'll leave them as is. And there we go. That is a long episode of no time progression whatsoever, but that's what we're going to do with our military, with our new engines, and we are going to do our commercial as well. And that should shrink, with those more powerful, faster engines, albeit using up a lot more fuel, we hopefully will shrink the size of the system. So instead of it taking 30 days to get somewhere in this big system, we're going to be taking somewhere in the region of 15 days, because we're twice as quick. So it should be much better. We got fuel in Talsetti, fuel in Groombridge, fuel in Epsilon, fuel in Wolf, and I know we have got fuel in Bootis as well, which we might start using if Wolf is our nearest fuel stop to our target, so we do need to use fuel because they are 9. Well, I suppose most of them have got, what was it, 19 or 20 billion kilometers, so come here and you've still got a bunch to fly around with, but still got to get back again. So yeah, fuel tankers in around Omega Ceti are still making a lot of sense. Talsetti is going to be our new exploration point. We've got 1, 2, 3 more locations. We're probably going to have to rejig. I think Ross might have to end up being down here with Epsilon below it, and you here. We need to get used to that, because Talsetti is going to have to come out this way with that one down there and that one there, and that's a new shape to get used to for this area, but gives us a bit more expansion room over here. I'm wondering whether these ever meet up over here, sort of thing. I have no idea. Lots have come off Andromedy, and now I think Talsepi is going to have quite a lot of systems. Anyway, guys, thank you very much indeed for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you've got this far in the video, you really should be doing those things. Thank you very much indeed, and I'll catch you in the next episode, where we are going to jump into somewhere from Talsepi. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.